my name is Omer Wilson. I'm the VP of Marketing for Asia Pacific at Digital Realty.
And tell me a bit about the Digital Center 2020 event.
So Digital Center 2020 is an industry association. It's been going for about 4 or 5 years now. It's focused around the technological ecosystem. We represent the data center layer within that, and we have internet exchanges, cloud associations, network telco providers, high performance compute companies, all different members within the association, and we produce future looking content, thought leadership, webinars, papers, and events such as the one which we ran in Singapore, which was around the future of Singapore as a cloud tech and finance hub.
And what is the future looking like for Singapore in terms of being a data, cloud and finance hub?
Very, very promising. So based on the event we did yesterday as well, I think the sentiment very much was Singapore's strategic position is going to grow from a financial services and trading perspective. It's always been an incredibly important location, and we believe, and then the different members who spoke yesterday also similarly said that that's going to continue and grow. There's new opportunities for Singapore in terms of a strategic perspective, in terms of more trade coming from Asia, obviously out, and then across from the rest of the world into Asia. So it's very nicely positioned from that perspective. And from a cloud and technological view, it's got a very well positioned data center network and infrastructure as of today, and for the future. That's something we discussed at the event, how that needs to continue and grow.
And you spoke a bit about from data center to digital center. Can you elaborate a bit on that?
Sure. When we commenced and started the Digital Center 2020, and now Digital Center as it's we've rebranded association, was really because we acknowledged that the data center is a very important and strategic layer in the solution for consumers, but it's definitely not the only layer. And consumers, CIOs, VPs of infrastructure and technology need the full ecosystem. So that is the data center, the exchanges, internet exchanges and network providers, the cloud solutions, and now moving into new areas such as the high performance compute providers. So all of those layers need to come together, and when CIOs are looking at their infrastructure, they're looking not just at the clouds or the various clouds they'll use, but also their servers and the infrastructure that they need to keep, and then how do they outsource that, and then how do they bring that all together.
And what is the future looking like in terms of data centers in the Singapore market in relation to cloud adoption?
Very strong. It's probably the most strategic hub at the moment in the region. It's going to grow, we feel. We're currently building our third data center, which is going to be 50 megawatts on the east of the island. Supply is very strong in terms of data centers coming up. Demand is also parallel, very strong as well. And I think for the future, the Singapore government is very strategic in its planning. So it's really looking at how does it grow next? How does it provision enough power? How does it provision enough land to really meet this demand? And it's looking at various options. Despite its size, which is relatively small, obviously as a country, it's capable of holding up to around 60 data centers as of today, which is incredible. But they are very strategic on the land they still have available. So I think the growth will continue. It's just going to be quite carefully planned and measured, which I think is the right way to do it.